begin the penultimate qualification match with a piece of coral falling down from Gravity Rex on the red side of the field. Two pieces of coral having been scored up high from that Blue Alliance, and Stormbot's just not quite able to get a third piece up for the Blue Alliance. They'll have to go back to those human players and grab themselves another piece of coral and make a second attempt. Mogbot's lining up with the level 1 of the reef. Will they be able to place it here? The robot shakes a little bit, but it does manage to make that score for the Blue Alliance. Piece of coral falling from Stormbot, but Aimbot over on the blue side of the field does manage to make a piece of coral stick. Over on the red side of the field, currently no pieces of coral up high yet, but Gravity Rex grabbing another piece of algae off of that reef and placing it up into the barge before they go and grab some pieces of coral from the ground. Their alliance partners, Spudbotics, trying to line up with some pieces of coral of their own on the ground and place them up on the reef. Gravity Rex just missing out on a piece of coral, and it tumbles to the ground. And over on the blue side of the field, both Stormbots and Aimbot grabbing pieces of coral and placing them up on that fourth level. 1 minute, 10 seconds left, 61-26, your current score in favor of the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance, of course, going to have to try to catch up here. Piece of algae goes flying up into the barge, courtesy of 2811 Stormbots, and Gravity Rex matching a piece of algae of their own before returning and grabbing yet another one and placing it up into that barge. 5 pieces of algae up into that red barge versus only 1 for the Blue Alliance. Currently not a super high coral scoring match, but a lot of algae having been scored. Although having said that, the Blue Alliance has almost filled the 4th level of their reef. Currently SK Robotics motionless on the blue side of the field. Looks like they went over to play some defense, but have lost control of that robot. And over on the blue barge, it's now endgame, and they're lining up potentially for a double climb here. Stormbots trying to get that cage to settle into their robot. Aimbot trying to get their climber in, and it just misses to the side. Gravity Rex up off of the ground right at the end of the match, and that is it. 2 blue robots parked, 1 red robot parked, and 1 robot for each alliance up in the air. 79-50, your preliminary scores. We'll have your final scores in a moment. While we are waiting on these scores, reminder to get your alliance representatives ready. That'll be 3 members from your team, one of which can be an adult mentor, and we will be meeting back here on the back side of the field. And in the meantime, we have your final scores. There's the Blue Alliance. 95-64, your final score, and 5 ranking points coming out of that Blue Alliance. Aimbot moving up into rank number 3 position. 1 ranking point being taken home by that Red Alliance.